inspire you to be the better version of yourself. The Power of Your Voice is a platform that is going to inspire you to tap into your power that you hold, the purpose that you hold, and the mission that you are truly here in your mind to do. It's going to help you acknowledge who you are, what you are, and who you should become. Power. The power of worth, elevation, evolving, resistance, respect. I push through the pain to get to the power. I keep going to get this power. I knew that it was given to me by grace and to know my purpose. You get pushed through this pain to get to this power. That tends to give a divine scar, but the power gives you reinforcement. Pushing past the pain to let your voice be heard. Pushing past your fears to let your voice be heard. How much faith do you know to overcome your fears? You have blessing to someone to hear. There's a message in your words. There's a power in your voice. Keep pushing through your pain to keep that power. I keep my faith over fear to have the power in my voice to be heard. You have the power. You are resilient and you have the strength. Your voice is powerful and you need to know that you're powerful. Hold on to that power. Hold on to that power. Hold on to that power, which is the power in your voice. Use it to stand by grace. Use it to know your worth. And use it to be ready to show your knowledge. The power in your voice. A platform to be defined, which is inspiring, which is impeccable to give you knowledge, and which is a place for you to grow, to be walking in your purpose and being very amazing. The power in your voice. Hold on to that.
Thank you for tuning in to Your Power in Your Voice. And I am your host, Sheena Gadon, better known as the Lady Behind the Mask. Today, I have the awesome ladies of the Self Healing Brunch that is happening in January. So I'm going to start off by letting everyone introduce themselves. And I'll start with Latasha first.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. My name is Latasha Ramsey-Cyprian. I'm one of the hosts of the Catch My Heart second annual self-healing brunch. I'm the board president of Catch My Heart Outreach, and I'm excited to be here tonight to discuss a little bit about this upcoming brunch and some of the activities and the expectations.
Awesome. Awesome. Letisha, am I pronouncing that correct?
Yes. So my name's Letisha Russell. I'm a self-published author, also the business owner of Kingdom Kids Rental. And I also am a revenue integrity specialist at a local hospital in our city. And so I'm a mother and a wife and really a serial entrepreneur. And that's it.
All right. Now, Ms. Glover.
Hello, I am Toya Glover. I live in Hammond, Louisiana. I'm a wife of 20 years. I have 3 children. The co-owner of Glover and Associates, regional vice president for Primerica is the primary company. Amazon bestseller, financial coach, business coach, and I am a speaker for the brunch.
I love it. I love it. Miss Vanessa.
Hi, guys. I am Vanessa Green. I am a certified mindset transformation coach. I am a 3-time best-selling author. I'm a speaker. I'm a speaker for the brunch this year. There are probably several other hats that I wear, but I'm excited to be here to speak with you guys on today.
Yes. And am I correct? Is it your last name's Marie? I don't want to pronounce your first name wrong.
Artisa, it's Artisa Marie. Artisa.
Artisa Marie. I don't know if she froze.
Artisa, yes.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Yes, it's Artisa. I am also a two-time international best-selling author, the CEO and founder of Catch My Heart Outreach, a 501c3 nonprofit that caters to Mississippi and Louisiana, and also a co-CEO and co-founder with my daughter Alani of You Are by Artisa Marie and Alani Camille, a journal line that we have together. So I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having us, and we are looking forward to interacting with everyone and letting them know about the brunch.
Absolutely, absolutely. So who wants to tell me how this vision came to be? Because this is the second year, am I correct?
Artisa, you can
Yes,
tell them.
it's the second year. Yes, it's our second year. We the first one was January the 14th of 2023, and I had just had my daughter, and she's 3. I was going through some things. I kind of had to do my own self healing journey, and Tasha and I get together for the new year every year to set our intentions and plan out our year. And I was like, hey, I want to do something circled around self healing for other people who may be kind of going through some of the things that I went through, so we could kind of get together, share experiences, and kind of lean on and learn from each other. So sitting there that day, we put the brunch together in a 2-week time span, along with our other host Vicki, and it kind of just grew from there.
I love it. I love it. So tell me, what is the mission that you expect for people to get from this brunch? Tasha.
Yeah. So my expectations is them to come in with an open mind and to just be themselves, be transparent, be who they want to be who they are, and to just embrace the ladies that are there, listen to everyone, take it all in, and to network, to mingle, to make friends, to just let go of any negative energy and just receive all the positive energy, and to just leave with a renewed mindset, and just to understand that we are human. No one is on this journey alone. Self-healing looks different for everyone, but mainly just knowing that you're not alone, and that we are human, and that we can get together, have a good time, and connect, and just collaborate, and just enjoy one another, but just to be themselves, to just kind of walk in and just relax and just enjoy the moment.
Absolutely. Letitia, you are speaking, am I correct?
Yes.
Do you know what your topic is that you're gonna talk about already for the event? Not saying you have to give the information, but like kind of what information did she go off again?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Not because on my computer it's jumping.
Oh, okay.
So what are you expecting people to get from your message? I guess I
Uh,
want to say.
I would say that just knowing that self healing is something that is a process, but it really takes just me personally, just speaking from experience. I couldn't heal myself. It took me spending time in the presence of the Lord to really allow Him to show me and to expose all those things that I had hid and suppressed. And so for me, I what I want someone to take away from me speaking is that they will hear my journey of healing and my process of continuing to heal, and knowing how to access the presence of the Lord, spend time, be vulnerable, be transparent, and first of all, being true to yourself. Because a lot of times we're not really true to ourselves about what we're dealing with or what we've been through, but just really taking that time to unplug and disconnect from everything so that we truly can tap into you know, the presence of the Lord and allow the Holy Spirit to, just do a work in us and show us those ugly areas, those areas that we have suppressed and forgot about, but those areas that need to be healed, those, because we have to know that there is a situation or a problem in order for it to be fixed. So in order for us to truly be healed, we have to identify with what is the root, like what is the cause, what is it that we're dealing with, that really need to be healed. And so that can only be truly exposed for me from, me, from my personal experience, is really just sitting in the presence of the Lord and asking him to show me those things that, I just really had suppressed. And I didn't realize I was suffering in silence for so many years because I had to be the strong one. I had to keep going. I was a single mom for a really long time. I had to keep going. I didn't have time to really just process hurt and pain and rejection and betrayal. I had to keep going, because I was always looked upon as the strong one. And so I just want everyone to know that there is a solution, that you can be healed, whole, healthy, you can be free, you can walk in freedom, and you can truly experience joy and peace that surpasses all understanding. It's not just a scripture, it's not just a saying, but you can be healed. But healing is a process, and it takes us truly being ready to do the work. It's, we have to be willing to put in the work. And so I'm really excited to share with everyone, and I pray that what I have to say will be a blessing, and that many women's lives will be changed, and they will have hope to know that they too can come up out of this. They don't have to suffer in silence, but they can be free, and they can live a life, a better life, live a life full of joy and abundance.
Absolutely. Amen. I wish I was able to come. Y'all too far. Listen, are y'all recording this? I need the recap. Ms. Glover, you're a speaker as well.
Yes, I am.
So tell us, what are you expecting people to get from your message?
From my message, I hope I inspire someone that they can be healed. They don't have to stay in whatever hurt them. Like my main thing is hoping that someone knows that they can heal without an apology. Like sometimes we expect the person that hurt us to apologize and then we'll be healed. But I just want people to know that you can get through whatever. First, you have to admit that you were hurt and then just move on. Like Letisha said, with God, all things are possible. Not waiting for that person to heal you, because a lot of times the person or the thing that hurt you is not the thing that can heal you. And sometimes we stay stuck in what it was because we're waiting for someone to come and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean this," or whatever, and you stay stuck in that season of your life way longer than you have to, instead of just saying, you know what, I'm an overcomer, I can achieve this, I can do this, and I can be healed. So I just hope I inspire someone by sharing that you don't have to wait for an apology to move on and to heal.
I love it. Hashtag, you don't have to wait on apologies, y'all. Y'all getting part of the brunch now. Y'all better go ahead and go get them tickets. So hashtag get them tickets. Stop playing. So Miss Vanessa, can you tell me, what do you want people to get from this brunch?
I think just some of the things that Letisha said, we have to show up and do our part. There's a part that we have to play in our healing process. It is something that does take time, but that we have to be active in that healing. There's something that we have to do. There are things that we have to do. And we have to make that decision to start at some point in time. We have to make that decision, what that looks like for each of us. And so I'm just hoping that through what I share, there's something that will spark, that will light the match, that'll turn up the flame in the ladies, that will push them a little more, propel them into making that decision to lay whatever it is they need to lay down, pick up whatever it is they need to pick up to start that healing process, be it that they need to go to therapy, be it that they need to, do whatever it is that's necessary for them, and know that, their process is their process. They don't have to compare it to somebody else's process. You do what's necessary for you to get to where you truly need to be. But hopefully there'll be something that is said, not just from me, but from Toya and from Letisha, that between, all three of us, that will come together, that will really spark, every woman in the room to make the decision that, this is the time that I'm going to begin, and be genuine and sincere, consistent about my healing process, that I'm not going to make any more excuses. I'm sure there'll be enough women in the room, enough resources that they can, reach out to, to begin that process, in whatever areas they feel like they need to start in their life. So I'm just hoping that there will be something that um, God will lay on my heart by between now and then, that I will share, that will, strike that chord with them.
Absolutely. So, being that we're here sharing about self help, and right now there are people that's watching that might need to know what self help looks like. You know, well, self help, self healing. Let me correct that. Self healing look like. So, Latasha, could you give the people that's out there listening right now what self healing could look like for them?
Yeah, so it looks different for everyone. To me, I think of anything that is affecting how we feel, any type of trauma. It could be childhood trauma. It could be something that you experience as a teen now. It affects people of all ages, all races. Is definitely, it doesn't. There's no one's free of the self healing, but it's just the trauma. Anything that has held you back for years, or that has had made you feel as if you're unworthy, you're not loved, you're not good enough. Anything that people can use to against you, and just the words itself that makes you feel smaller and smaller and smaller. So for me, I think of just anything of type of just it could be mental, it could be verbal, it could be it's so many different forms of it, but mainly for me, I think of just anything that's held us back for years, that has kind of made us play small, and not live our best life, and not live up to the expectations, or not walking fully in your purpose. And it takes steps, it takes baby steps, but it can be done.
Absolutely. Listen, we have to do it every day. So, absolutely, because we got to show up and show out.
Yes, yes.
So, Miss Marie, can you tell someone what do self healing looks like for them from your perspective?
Yeah, sorry, I made it.
No,
From
it's
my
all right.
perspective, I think first it's just acknowledging that self healing is needed. Like Letisha said, people suffer in silence, not knowing the first steps to take. And I think the first step is just admitting that something needs to change. And for me, once I allowed myself to accept the fact that I was suffering, I was able to start doing different things such as journaling. That helped me a lot. Journaling. I have a friend that's a yoga instructor, so she would call me and say, "Hey, I'm having a session. Join, with me today." And so that was something that I started doing, and it allowed me to kind of free my mind a little bit, and then that allowed other things to be able to, come into play. Definitely praying is and laying things down and giving them to God and allowing him to do the work. And then also, like Toya said, just releasing yourself from the bondage of holding grudges and holding on and waiting for people to come back and apologize, because not everyone's going to do that. Not everyone's going to say I'm sorry, because that then makes them have to acknowledge that they did something in the first place, and not a lot of people are willing to do that. So it's not holding grudges. And because when you hold a grudge, it's like what they say, you drinking poison expecting the other person to die. So that frees you up as well. And just walking, like hanging out with friends, having a circle of people that can pray for you when you can't pray for yourself. I know when I was down and I was going through what I was going through, Tasha and some other friends that I had, like they would send me scriptures and send me affirmations and things like that. And all of those things came into play with helping me get back to myself. So it's different for different people. Whatever your love language is, whatever helps you to be uplifted, that's what it takes, for you, and just incorporate those things in your day-to-day life.
Absolutely. Thank you. Letitia.
Yes. For me, it's like some of the other ladies said, definitely praying, lots of prayer, fasting, um, getting in a positive circle environment, people who will not allow you to stay stuck, but will speak you out of it, and say, okay, like I have a friend who will allow me to vent for about a minute. And then after that, it's like, okay, but what is the Lord saying? So getting around people who will encourage you to be better and speak life into you and know that this is not your final destination. This is just something that you're passing through. So making sure that you have a positive circle around you, not someone who's going to jump in on that thing and say, you mad, I'm mad too, but say, no, like, let's really work through this. So therapy also really.
Is it me or y'all can't hear her? I can't hear you. Tisha, I can't hear you. I don't know if she can hear us.
I don't think she can.
I don't think so either. She going.
It,
Just a
it
little.
sounds good. Whatever she's saying,
Yeah,
it sounds
whatever it is she's
good.
saying, it sounds real good. She giving a good message. Unfortunately, her internet is being
What she say?
crazy. We can't hear you.
No.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Still
It's so
can't hear
weird.
you. It's okay. Try to go out and come back in. Toya, can you tell me what do uh what do it look like for you till we can get Tisha back in?
So for me, self healing looks like just basically becoming whole, like being your wholeness, like I said earlier, pushing past the things that's holding you back. Also, sometimes just taking accountability for some things that you allowed to happen. Like sometimes we say that this happened to us or that happened to us, but when you take accountability and admit, okay, if I'd have paid attention to the signs for that, or if I was being warned about that, and so if I'd have just did what I was supposed to do, then I might not have went through that so long, or this might not have happened. So a lot of times for me is taking accountability for things that are happening, because sometimes it's not always happening to you, like some things that you are allowing to happen, and then just basically moving on, like praying about things, like everything is not for the bad. Sometimes things happen to us so we can grow and get better, and we can be prepared for the next thing that's coming in life, for mental toughness, for resilient, to be able to persevere, because um I feel like you can't get what's next if you can't handle what's happening now. So I just think self-healing is wholeness. Like, okay, this is what happened. Okay, it happened for this reason. Okay, because a lot of times, even when things happen to me and I'm like, oh, that was a blow, I'm like, okay, God, what was the lesson in there? Okay, I got it. Let me move on. Okay, okay, God, I hear you. Just continuing to keep growing. So that's what I feel like self healing is.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love all the gems that we are dropping tonight. Miss Vanessa, can you tell me what do it look like for you?
Self healing is uncomfortable and it's not pretty. Um, and we have to be willing to accept that that's what it is. And we have to be willing to do some things that we normally don't do. We have to step outside of our comfort zone. We can't, keep doing the same things and expect, you know, brand new results. That's insanity. So I know for me, self healing has looked like doing some things that were different, doing some things that weren't necessarily my normal. But once I started doing them, it led to other things. It helped me to discover things that I did like to do. Um, and so one of the things is one of the decision that I made at the top of last year is I went to the self-healing brunch. I said I wanted to get out more. I wanted to do things for myself, pour back into myself because I'm always sharing, I'm always pouring, I'm always giving. I'm going to start going to events and pour back into myself and start enjoying myself. And it really just took off from there. And it opened my eyes to a whole new world. I met so many people. It opened doors and opportunities to learn more things, be around other people's, not only, to speak on, other platforms, but I found myself learning things about myself that caused me to heal in those areas. And that was because I was open to doing things that I had not done before. I was always used to going places, but going with a group of people. I came to the brunch by myself, all by myself, rode down there, beautiful Saturday, had the best time. And it was, and so I learned again how to enjoy my own company, something simple like that, to just ride in silence, to look at the trees and see the splendor and the beauty of, God's creation, things that we don't oftentimes, those things are healing because you are reminded that you're his creation, just like those trees, just like those clouds in the sky. And so it's doing some things that we probably don't normally do that are outside of our comfort zone. Self healing is not always going to get our hair and our nails done or taking a bubble bath. Those things are nice, but sometimes we need to do other stuff. We need to invest in ourselves in a different way. So we have to do some things that maybe are uncomfortable, that are
Yeah,
out of our comfort zone. That's for me, that's what it looks like. It's not a pretty process, but it is so worth it.
absolutely. Y'all have dropped some gems tonight. I tell you. Listen, yeah, hashtag, y'all better go get them tickets. Self healing is happening in January. The brunch. Stop playing. Y'all better go. Hashtag go get them tickets. It's about halfway already sold out. So y'all better run and get them tickets and stop playing. Y'all, we all need the self healing. There's no excuse. We all need something from this brunch. Unfortunately, I'm not able to go. So make sure y'all go. Cause I'm gonna ask y'all all about it when y'all done. I need all the info, all the information when y'all finish that brunch in January. So can somebody tell me when it is, how do they get the tickets, and how do people connect with y'all to get the tickets? Anybody can answer.
All right. So it's January 27th from at 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. The tickets are on Eventbrite. I can put that information out there. Tickets right now are $45. Like you mentioned, they are halfway sold. We only have a capacity of 50. So if it's something that you all want to do, I would not wait because once they're sold out, we won't be able to do it again until next year. So definitely jump on that. But it's going to be located in Summit, Mississippi, and it's about an hour, 15 minutes from Covington, about 50 minutes from Hammond. So it's not that far. People hear Mississippi and then Louisiana, they think it's really far, but it's really not that far. It's definitely driving distance. It's worth the drive, worth the time as well. So again, that's going to be Saturday, January 27th, 12 noon to 3 p.m. in Summit, Mississippi.
Y'all heard that? Just invest in yourself. Vanessa said it. You got to invest in yourself. And sometimes it has to be messy. Sometimes you have to get uncomfortable. It's not always going to be nails done, hair done, feet done. We have to, we got to get up into this mess and see what's going on. And how all of them said, we have to take accountability. We have to love on ourselves. We have to understand what we're dealing with in order to heal. We don't have to wait on forgiveness. So, let's get this healing going, especially for 2024. We need to improve. We need to remove the mask. We need to get in tune, and we need to tap in. Everybody, I would have y'all go around, and we're gonna start with Vanessa and tell them how to connect with y'all and how to be able to work with y'all as far as your platform. I think one of your other peoples are dropping in. Hold on a second, Vicki. Let me see. Can she hear me? Hold on. I see her, but hello. I don't know if she can hear me.
Okay.
But
I know
Vicky
she's
is
driving too, so
parking.
she probably.
Yeah. She probably
Mhm.
she Vanessa, can you tell them how to connect with you and how to work with you if they looking to work with you in the future, and leave them one quote for self-healing?
You can connect with me. My website is vanessaogreen.com. You can connect with me on Instagram. It is I am Coach V1. I do my little TikToks. That's Coach V1 on TikTok. A quote for self healing, I would say that you got to show up and you got to do your work, because that's what I say all the time. And you can also catch my podcast, Transformative Talk with Coach V. You can catch that, but I would just say that you got to show up and you got to do your work. That's just really what it is. All of us, I would say boldly, without knowing everybody's story, they've had to show up and do their work. And so, that stands true for every woman. And I think that if we, went around and everybody told a testimony, it's because they showed up for themselves and they did the work. And that's why, they're able to stand here, sit here today, and share.
Absolutely. Awesome, awesome. Miss Glover.
All right. So you can find me on Facebook. Toya Taylor Glover is my name on Facebook. On Instagram, Miss Classy Sassy, Miss underscore Classy Sassy T, and the same on TikTok. Or you can reach me via email, Toya Glover, Team Explosive 985 at gmail.com. And I would say, if I had to share one thing about self healing, I would say just take accountability for your own healing. Just be accountable to, just becoming a better you. So that's where self healing starts, with accountability.
I love it. Letitia, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you now. Can
Okay.
you tell them how to connect with you and leave them a quote for self-healing, please?
Yes. You can connect with me on Facebook, Letisha Russell, or you can connect with me on TikTok, Letisha Russell. I also have a website, www.letisharussell.com. And also, yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, if I had to leave a quote, I would say, you deserve to heal. You can't keep pouring from a broken cup, and that or an empty cup. So make sure that you put you first. Your healing should be your priority. Make sure that your mental health, your spiritual health, and your physical health is number one priority. Especially as women, we always want to put our kids, our spouses, everyone else before us, and we neglect ourselves. But make sure that you put you a priority, because you deserve to be first.
Absolutely. Miss I don't want to say it wrong, so I'm gonna go with Marie.
That's okay. My Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok is Artisa Marie, and I also have pages for Catch My Heart Outreach as well as You Are by Artisa Marie and Alani Camille, and you can find our journals on Amazon. And I would say my quote would be, "You may not be responsible for the hurt, but you are responsible for the healing."
Yes.
Mm, I love it. Yes, girl, you need to make that post every day, cause every day somebody need to hear that. Latasha.
So I can be found on Facebook under Latasha Ramsey-Cyprian or on Optimum Life Credit Solutions. I'm on Instagram under Latasha Cyprian. And my quote would be, "You are worthy. You are worthy of everything, no matter what anyone has ever told you. I don't care if you've heard it 20 times from 20 different people. You are worthy and you are deserving of just living the best life that you can possibly live." And always, like Toya kept mentioning, the accountability piece is being accountable as well. And just do the work, show up, do the work, and your positive energy is gonna jump on to someone else. So, and be around. You said a quote. I think I'm doing like a whole
It's all
paragraph.
right. It's okay. Listen,
A long
somebody might
quote.
need to hear that paragraph. It's
Little run
okay.
on. What's the run on sentences? No, but just being around people that want to see you do good, genuine good people. I mean, you need people that's going to stand in the gap for you, stand in cover for you when you're going through those moments. So find your tribe, love on your tribe, and just take care of your tribe and take care of yourself as well.
Listen, I thank y'all all for dropping into the Power in the Voice. It's always a pleasure and an honor. My doors are always open. I thank everyone for tuning in today. I have been your host, Sheena Gadine, better known as the Lady Behind the Mask. You know, we are always here to educate, motivate, and inspire. You can find me at Lady Behind the Mask 22 on Instagram, Sheena Gadine on Facebook, and you can always tap into my website at SheenaUnmaskingMotivation.com, or you can email me at escadine16@gmail.com. Thank y'all, and y'all have an awesome night.
Good night.
Good night.
Life struggles. When life tries to fight you back, you have to be ready to fight back. You have to be ready to stand your ground and be able to. Unfortunately, life is and bold. We learned that there are people that do not want to see you rise. They rather see you fall and be defeated. The strength that you carry is knowledge. Your knowledge is power. Be great in all you do and never let anyone tell you anything.